This is James Harder for IFL TV in association with Matt Clean's Gym Marbella. I'm at Liverpool Echo Arena today. We've just witnessed Zolani Tete stopping Paul Butler to retain his world title. Zolani, first and foremost, congratulations on the win, sir.
Thank you very much, man. I want to thank Paul as well for giving me this opportunity to come and fight him in Liverpool. You know, I'm the champion, I understand, but I had to come here and fight Paul in his home ground. But I'm very happy that I'm victorious today.
How much respect have you got for Paul Butler after this fight?
No, I give him a lot of respect. I mean, I take my hat off for him. He's a great champion. He proved himself. But, you know, like I said before, I'm in a different level, you know.
Paul Butler said today he didn't expect you to hit as hard as you was. He didn't expect you to be as technically as good as you were. So that's a huge compliment in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, when you prepare for such fights, you take everything that you have, you know. I mean, we prepared very hard. We prepared 3 months for this fight, you know, because we knew Paul is not an easy fight. So we had to work hard, you know, all the sparring partners we had, you know. I want to thank them for their support.
I mean, now, will you have one eye on unifying the division? Is that something that's gone across your mind?
Yeah, it's something that is going around the team. I mean, we've got my promoter here, so everything depends on him. If he brings another IBF title defense, so be it. If it's an elimination, so be it. I mean, an unification, so be it.
I mean, you're a Liverpool fan. You've got a chance to fight in Liverpool in front of a Liverpool crowd. What did you make of the Liverpool environment?
You know, I like Liverpool. I mean, I knew that they were going to support Paul Butler, so I didn't have a problem with them booing me, you know, and, you know, every time when you fight as an underdog, you always prove yourself, you know. You always come out and prove yourself. So I had to do that to Paul and show him that whether you're fighting in your home ground, but I'm the champion.
I mean, you had your final eliminator in Mexico. You won the world title in Japan. You've now defended in Liverpool against Paul Butler. When are you going to get the rub of the green? When are you going to start defending your title in your country and making people come to you?
Hopefully my next defense will be at home. Yeah, I've got my promoter here next to me, so.
You're the promoter?
Yes.
Mr. Branco, how are you doing, sir?
Very well, and you. Good morning.
Good afternoon, good evening, indeed. How would you assess Zolani's performance today?
Brilliant, outstanding. You know, Paul definitely, regardless of the outcome of the fight, let us don't mislead each other, Paul wasn't pushover. He was the champion. He won the title from the man who have beaten my other fighter. He won the title. Absolutely, as you are familiar. Paul was always threat. My personal concern was about Paul's speed and mobility. But as you could see, Zolani jab did the job. You know, Paul was struggling to come inside. As a shorter fighter, he was forced to come inside, but he couldn't come inside. And for Paul, you know, he's still young. He's only 26. Same as Zolani. He will be back. 5 years ago, Zolani lost by stoppage for IBF against my other fighter, Moruti Matalane. And you see Zolani today is very credible IBF world champion. So to Paul and his family, just keep it up and you get there.
Do you only manage super flyweights and bantamweights?
Well, if you're familiar with the boxing industry in South Africa, unfortunately, we don't have heavyweights, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I know you guys in Europe love middleweight, super middleweight, heavyweight.
Yes.
By us, all the heavyweights, they go in rugby, you know. So South Africa is known by smaller divisions, same as Mexico, same as Japan.
Okay. Okay, well, sir, how do you think Zolani Tete compares to Uche Malinga, Stewie Hall and Paul Butler? Do you think he's a level above these guys?
I think he proved that tonight. Not only because he beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. You know, he's gifted. Zolani is naturally gifted, and as the promoter I can tell you, at one time I had 5 IBF champions at the same time, but I can tell you that Zolani is possibly the most disciplined, dedicated fighter, and his fitness speaks for himself. And you know, as the bonus tonight, in his corner he had a man, maybe you're not familiar, who was holding IBF junior featherweight title, Lehuholo Duaba, yeah, and he lost against Pacquiao. What was definitely not disgrace. We can see where is Pacquiao today.
Of course.
So it's the winning team, and as they say in soccer, we don't change winning team.
Do you think Paul Butler, do you think Zolani Tete has been underrated and maybe his ability not overlooked but maybe downplayed?
Possibly, you know, but Paul and the camp and Frank Warren, I know him for many years, I'm friendly with him. I cannot see how or why they have overlooked Zolani punching power. 19 wins, 16 stoppages speaks the volume, you know. And even Paul was saying on a press conference, he knows that Zolani can bang, he knows that Zolani can punch, you know. So I think Paul just struggled to come inside. It was so obvious. And the jab won the fight. You know, jab is the basic in the boxing. Everything starts and ends with the jab. And jab won the fight. Zolani was cool. He was in the middle of the ring. He was controlling the fight. Simply didn't allow Paul to come in.
Okay.
Paul wasn't bad. Zolani was too good.
And we can anticipate his next fight potentially in South Africa. Would that be?
Well, possibly. You know, the next obligation is the mandatory obligation.
Okay.
MC Joe is the mandatory challenger, and mandatory was due on the 8th of November. As you would recall, Zolani is supposed to fight Paul on 25th injury, and me and Frank, we went through plenty trouble to get exception from IBF. He went to the Board of Governors to the vote, and I'm happy that IBF stick with Zolani and allows this fight. So this mandatory we knew about is coming up, you know. I'm sure promoter is going to call me already on Sunday when I come back to South Africa to negotiate. And that was IBF ruling that the winner must fight within 90 days, mandatory. If something else comes, you know, we're going to look into that again. But this is for now like priority, and Zolani will be kept busy. You know, fight is going to properly be if it's mandatory in the next 3 months. And that is all idea, to keep him busy. He's still very young, he's 26. You know, you're talking fighting in South Africa or fighting in Japan or fighting in Britain. Zolani IBF belt is his business. You know, like you have your camera is your business. So Zolani belt brings the money to his family. Whoever comes with the right offer, whether it's Mexico, Japan, Zolani proved to be a good traveler. There is no issue. We will go where is the best offer for the boxer.
I know in South Africa you've got a huge rugby history. Is there anything you could do with my big man here? I think we can get him in some kind of team.
He's still young.
43.
Yeah, rugby. You know, like in every country, soccer is number one.
Yeah.
In addition to soccer in South Africa is rugby and cricket.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well listen, Branko, it's great to get you on the channel. Give the last word to Zolani Tete before we slip off.
Thank you to BoxNation for opportunity, and look forward to see you again.
Top man.
Thank you.
Zolani, so we're going to end it with you. Congratulations on a great victory. Have you got a message to all your fans, especially your fans back home in South Africa?
Yeah, I want to thank them for their support. I mean, they've been supportive to me ever since I started preparing for this fight. So, like I said to them that I'm going to bring the title. I brought it back. This title belongs to South Africa.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Hopefully more fighting from you, less fighting from you.
Thank you.